Look at that! Rory, that's called the Wildcat, I believe. We've also got the Big Dog, but we'll look at that in a minute. The technology is phenomenal when you look at that. That's sci-fi.
It's extraordinary. This is a company that's been incredibly viral, very popular on the internet for the last couple of years. It's come out of MIT, those boffins at MIT. It's building these extraordinary robots, which must cost a lot to make happen, that kind of satisfy our need for robots to be kind of creatures. It's
funded by the military, though. Is that
well, most of the contracts, exactly. Most of the contracts are military contracts. There's the possibility of these being used in warfare. So very interesting that Google's plunged in and bought this company.
Okay, I'm going to bring up the big screen. The big screen. I want to bring up the Big Dog on the big screen. This is, you talk about, you know, warfare and different terrain. This thing apparently can go over all sorts of terrain. What is Google doing? The 8th robotic company in 6 months.
Well, this is an extraordinary thing that's happened just in the last couple of weeks. We found out about it in the last couple of weeks. Google suddenly revealed in the New York Times that it's bought 7 robotic companies in the last 6 months, and now this is an 8th. And interestingly, in charge of this whole effort is a guy called Andy Rubin, who was the head of, wait for it, Android.
He was the brains behind Android.
Android, which was, of course, nothing to do with robots, was a software system, an incredibly successful software system, a mobile operating system running on smartphones all over the world, the dominant smartphone operating system. He stopped doing that. We thought, well, what's he going to do? They were very vague about what he's going to do. He's popped up running this project, which says how important it is to Google. Because this guy, top man at Google, seen as a huge success. Now he's doing what would look to many like some kind of crazy side project. And interestingly, he's doing it in yet another division from... Because Google's already got a wacky ideas division called Google X that does things like self-driving cars and those Google glasses and so on. But this is a whole separate division. So it seems they're really serious about robotics. What they haven't said is what they want to do with it.
Yeah, because then we heard that announcement not long ago from Amazon, right, talking about the possibility of drones, which are a form of robots that fly, basically. So, I mean, is there talk in your world about what could be done? I mean...
Well, there is talk about what Google might do with logistics. Obviously, that Amazon announcement about the drones was all about logistics, about getting things from one place to another in a hurry. People are speculating, could you use these robots in 2 ways? First, in manufacturing. We think of manufacturing as being largely automated. There are still a lot of tasks in electronics manufacturing that are done by people picking things up, doing things repetitively. Could you get robots to do that more efficiently? And could you use them in deliveries? Could you have a Google self-driving car, pitch up outside your house, and out comes Andrew Robot, and
you've got about 20 seconds or 30 seconds. I mean, we're at a point in terms of technology where we're turning a corner where this is going to become a reality. We're starting to see robots.
Robotics is a huge field. It's been mainly dominated in the Far East. South Korea's put a huge amount of money into it. Japan, obviously. We're now seeing Silicon Valley
Look at that thing running there.
We want to be involved in this
too. Amazing.